Today I'm going to talk a little personal philosophy. So if you're not interested in that, go ahead and stop watching this video and watch something else. I'll wait. But if you do want to hear more and you are interested in my thoughts, then I'm just going to continue. So I brought out this 24 karat gold octagon ring today because it reminds me of the UFC octagon. And I'm going to tie that and everything else I'm going to talk about to the things that I usually talk about on this channel. So it will make sense to people, hopefully. Um, so I've been watching UFC since UFC 1, and that was like back in 1993, I think. And back then, nobody knew what UFC was. It was totally different than it is now. But I've also been a fan of one of my favorite fighters, and his name is Nick Diaz. And I'm not going to say that I was a huge Nick Diaz fan before it was cool, but I'm also not going to not say that I was a huge Nick Diaz fan before it was cool. I've been watching him since the Pride days, and there's a reason. And I think that some of the way that he fights can be applied to a personal philosophy in life. So Nick Diaz is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, so you can't take this guy to the ground because he'll just beat you. But even if you fight him standing up, it's a major problem, and it's because of, in my opinion, two reasons. One, his endurance. He runs triathlons. He never runs out of gas. He'll just, fight the entire time. And two, his style of striking. So Nick Diaz is a very unique style of striking. He does not punch with full power punches. He punches probably with like 50% power. And when you first watch him, you think like, wow, he's really slow. Like, what is this guy doing? But he's very methodical in what he's doing. And the thing is even though he doesn't punch with full power, he's extremely accurate. So his punches connect higher than most any other fighter. And he never stops punching. So he also has one of the highest punch counts in the sport. And this is the way he breaks down opponents methodically, and he beats them because he just lasts for so long and just never gives up and keeps continuing to do what he does. And I'm talking about, most of Nick Diaz's career. There's been some issues in his later career where he hasn't been able to fight as much. But if you go back and you watch his earlier fights, this is exactly what he does. And the way that you can apply that to your life is that if you have some sort of goal and you just focus on it and just continue to go after it, you don't always have to go for a knockout punch every time. Not everything has to be a huge success. But if you have something that you really want to do, whether it's having a large Mene collection, or I don't know, dating a certain person, and you work hard at that. I mean, not like in a stalker way, but if you work hard and you do things without giving up and being relentless, even if you don't like put your full effort into making something happen in a singular event like a knockout, you can be successful. Just like Nick Diaz had a really good fighting career back in the day. And I think that you can really apply that philosophy to almost anything. So be like Nick Diaz, and don't be scared, homie.